Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night, wherever you may be. Just a quick one today because I'm dedicating today to a bit of painting. So, only a very small hello, goodbye video today. But if I do it too short, it goes straight to shorts. And I don't want it to go into the shorts, I want it to go into the longs. If that makes any sense, I don't know if it does. So, slurp of coffee. What I wanted to look at today is how are my cancellations on Paper UK and Aira postmarks going. We won't do the Aira, but we will do the GBs. So have I got anything to point with? No. Well, I have. I've got this. This is, what does this say? York is a mechanised letter office. Please use postcodes. So this is warning people to use their postcodes. It is an 8.5p, which is post-decimalisation, 8.5 pence. Oh, those were the days. And yeah, so people were still putting letters without the postcodes, and it was confusing the machines. How can the machines take over the world when they are so easily confused? Here we have Prince Charles and Diana and Prostate Cancer UK, so that's a nice charity council, so to speak, for those suffering with prostate cancer. Bournemouth and Poole, and Machin, another Machin. I think all of these will be Machins and above. Didcot in Oxon. I can't say I've ever been to Didcot in 1976. I do love the date, and it's banged on the nose, isn't it, almost? And I haven't snipped around it either. I've just left it as it came, as I did with this Ware in Herts. Yep. Here we have a Christmassy one. Good King Wenceslas. Stratford. Is it Stratford on Avon? 1973 again, and here we have another 73. Maybe 73s were the thing. Sudbury, which is in Suffolk. I don't think I've ever been to Suffolk. South Sea, which I believe is London Town Way. That's upside down because I wanted to catch the Northern Ireland. Not sure I should have done that, but we'll see anyway. Beat the Rush, post early for Christmas, I'd say. Isle of Man, very nice. Thomas the Tank and those. Isle of Man again. Douglas. Bournemouth and Poole. Bournemouth and Poole are the same. They always come together. Wigan. So that's quite a nice Wigan because it is a Red Rose County and there's the Red Roses on it. Although it is the Elizabeth of Glamis, which is a Queen Mother Rose. Malvern, and are you on the voters' lists? Check now. They're encouraging people to vote. And Belfast. So that's page 1. I think we can go a little bit quicker for here. So here we've got Exeter. It's come off what looks to be a one in an envelope basically. So £1.26, £1.57 they've paid for postage, 2004. A large letter here, Queen Elizabeth Machin, a modern one, West Midlands. A nice sheet of them. Where's this from? Cardiff and Newport. England's Women Champions, so that's 2022. Nadolig Llawen, obviously this is a Welsh one, and above it we have a Guernsey. So there's quite nice ones here. Leeds. Bernardo Holmes, 1966. From 1866 to 1966, so very good for orphans. And Chester, Christmas stamp. Nice mountaineering one, which I enjoyed. Darlington, County Durham. Yeah, so those are quite nice. Then we've got more really of the same Machins associated with towns. London, Nottingham, Peterlee, Ayr. Captain Mark Phillips there with the Princess Anne on their nuptials, 1972 or 73. We had a public holiday, I think, for that. It was really nice. Good show, that. Happy Christmas from the post office. Sevenoaks, St Albans, an upside down one, Whitley Bay. So there was a gap here, so I put the Whitley Bay long ways instead of across ways. But it was the first I've done from the big bag of Wildings. So as we turn over, we see all these now are Wildings. Post early for Christmas. Liverpool, 1959, that's quite early. Bournemouth and Poole is still hanging around. Newquay. In Cornwall, though, that's where the surfing goes on. Surf's up, dude. That sort of place. It's fantastic waves there. Chesterfield in Derbyshire. Or Derbyshire. Here we have Margate. And book your place in the sun at Margate. That's fantastic. You know, it's individual. It's of its place. You know, it identifies. It's not generic. It's unique. It's special. It's promoting the town. Paignton. Mansion House in London. We've seen most of these, I think, the other day. Tunbridge Wells, Southend-on-Sea, recorded delivery. Some you may not have seen. Christchurch. There's a Christchurch in New Zealand. There's a Christchurch in Britain as well. And many of the churches are called Christchurch. Hampshire, that is. West Hartlepool. I often wonder if there's a north, south and east Hartlepool. There may be. Manchester, sock on the nose, 1967. Just slipped a bit there, didn't it? But quite nice. Andover. I was happy with this because it's got two of the less common sixpences on it, and it's got a nice date on it. Nottingham. It says 53, but it may actually be 63. I don't know. I've got an optimism. But if it turns out 63, I can just do a 6 there. Post office, cancel, so it's been cancelled in a post office. Colchester in Essex, very Roman town. Direct to Europe and America. So this is the Manchester Airport. Cancel, if you will, and it seems to be cancelled in Manchester, and I think it is it a 65, I'd say, so possibly that is also 63. Turn over, the page is empty and error. So that's about it for now. Just a short one today, just to recapitulate around about the cancels on paper, UK and error, without touching error. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going back to the painting now. And have a fantastic weekend. Hope to talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now.